So after doing brakes and rotors on this, the left front is sticking really bad, and a little bit in the right front. The left was definitely out of control, and you could really smell the brake pads cooking. So when replacing the brakes and rotors on this, that caliper gave me a lot of troubles getting that piston to compress all the way. And then after driving it, smelling the brakes cooking, I definitely thought the whole issue was going to be in that caliper. But after replacing that caliper, the issue is still there a little bit. It helped a lot, but it's still not 100% where I want it to be. So that leads to the next possible issue, and that is the soft lines breaking down. The material inside over time tends to break down and doesn't allow the fluid to pass through the way that it should. I don't 100% necessarily believe that is the issue, because the right side does get a little bit warm as well. Being that the issue occurs in both wheels leads me to believe that it's more in the master than in the soft lines, but it is occurring worse on the left than it is the right. The soft lines are cheap, they're only about 30 bucks a piece, so I'm going to replace both of them anyways, as well as replace the master. It is super windy outside, so I'm going to try to maneuver and get this done inside the garage, but I'm going to put you guys on a tripod and get started taking these wheels off, and hopefully we can bang this out real quick, because it's cold out. So looking at this, I think that I'm just going to be absolutely thrilled about my life doing it. Here's the banjo bolt where the soft line connects to the caliper. And then it runs down and around right here. This bracket has to come off, and then it attaches to the hard line up there. And that's pretty rusty, so that's cool. And I'm going to get brake fluid over absolutely everything, so that's cool too. And my hands already hurt because it's cold outside, so that's cool. But alright, let's get to it. A little bit of PV blast to get things going. Alright, so the hard line is off from the soft line up here. There's just a nut in there that I gotta get out. I think it's gonna be a 15. It was way easier to do it from the top than the bottom. The easiest way would be to take this fender liner out, but I'm not doing that. So if you're doing this yourself, you come in from the top up by the battery. It was way easier to do that way. Alright, so Mom, I would really love a set of ratcheting wrenches for Christmas, because this really isn't fun. Those would be really nice right now. Alright, that's finally loose. Once I got that loosened up with a wrench, then I could go up top and get it with a socket. This thing is super rusted. I think that these are 15s. Not 15s. Maybe these are gonna be 13s too. Not 14s. Where did my 13mm socket go? I had one on me. Alright, so this brake line is back on. I am absolutely freezing though, so as much as I don't want to, I'm gonna throw the wheels back on, close this distance so that I can get a heater going in here. I think I'm gonna jump on the master and then probably go back to the other soft line just to stand up for a minute instead of being crouched under that thing. That took way longer than it should have, just like every single thing that I touch on this truck. But I'm gonna throw these wheels back on, and try to get this truck forward enough that I can get the torpedo heater going and this garage door closed. Alright, well, we got the truck inside. It's a nice toasty 70 degrees in here now. So now we got this master cylinder that I'm going to change out. We'll see how this goes. We got these 2 brake lines right there and right there to do, and then the 2 bolts on the back. One is down there and the other one is right there. I gotta dig through all my mess of tools now, and then we'll get started with it. Alright, so brakes are bled. I just took the truck for a test drive. I didn't go real fast with it. I just drove through a neighborhood and around the parking lot and stuff. But they aren't even remotely warm, and there's no brake smell whatsoever from both sides. So I think it's pretty safe to say that the main issue was in the master, because I didn't do that right side soft line, and that was a little bit warm. Not as warm as the left side, but it was a little bit warmer than it should be. I will probably still do that at another time because it's already 9 o'clock and I have an hour drive back to my house. And after watching me do one, I don't think you guys need to see me do the other. So I think I'm gonna end the video here. I'm gonna have Casey check tire pressure on the tires for me because it has a little bit of a sway to it. So we'll see if that's tire pressure or if that's something else. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video and are enjoying the videos of the $500 Dakota. So that's it for now, and we'll see you in the next video.